Alright everybody, so the 8th anniversary countdown has officially begun in-game. So we got the first little loading screen thingamabobber today. We got 7 days until the anniversary. These are the tickets and stones that you'll be getting every day if you log in, which I highly recommend you do, because all these tickets you can use on a free LR banner, and from what I know, that banner has all the LRs in the game up to Merge Zamasu, like, of course not including like Dokkan Fest LRs and then Carnival LRs, but all the yellow coin LRs up to Merge Zamasu are going to be on this banner. So you should definitely log in every day and get all these tickets, because you pulling one of those characters will be very nice. You can get even more tickets by doing this SNS thing right here, which I'm going to show you guys. So for JP, you can literally just like click it right here and then go to the bottom, click that green line button. It's going to take you to like an external link, but literally just go back and then boom, you get a ticket. You don't have to do anything. You're supposed to technically like tweet something on that line app or whatever, but you don't have to. The game just registers as you like clicking that external link, and then it gives you a ticket. So there we go. We'll pick up our login. So we got 6 tickets today, which you'll be able to get 6 tickets every day as long as you log in and do your SNS thing. And then we got 1 stone. So what I wanted to cover in this video is how to prepare for the 8th anniversary while we're in the countdown days. I'm going to list some things that I would say you should try to prioritize if you want to have the most success and the most fun, I would say, during the 8th anniversary. Some of these things that I'm about to list, you probably don't have to do if you're an older player, because some of these things you probably already have like a bunch of and you don't need to go farm them. But if you're a newer player and you're trying to find out like how to prepare for all this stuff, you should probably start working on some of this stuff. So the first thing I would say is, obviously, again, this is for if you're a newer player or if you just don't have any stages or if you have stages that you have not done, you should definitely go and like check every Dokkan event. Like, see, these go on. I have not done these. That's 2 stones right there. We can go down. I haven't done this yet. I might do a video on this, but I think you get a stone from that too. I have some of the Cell Max missions I haven't done. That's a bunch of stones right there. So basically just go through everything and make sure that you have like most of these stages done. Try to do some of the missions, because these are all stones that can go towards your summons. And trust me, these guys, these brand new LRs, they are probably going to be the best units in the game. The banners are going to be the best units in the game, or the best banners in the game. And the banners are also probably going to have all the characters on the banner. That, like, a lot of them will probably EZA during the celebration, and they'll, like, again, that'll increase the value as well. So basically just go through all Dokkan events, all story events. You, like, honestly, you can also go through the keys. Go like check all these as well if you have enough keys to spare to just go farm out the stages just to get stones. But yeah, that's the first thing I would recommend, just so that you have as much currency as you can to summon. Now the next thing, if you already have done literally all that and you have as many stones as you can get, I would say the next thing to do is to go farm as much Zenni as possible. And the way you do that is you basically go farm EZAs. Like, yeah, you see here, like, there's many options. I would say a lot of these older EZAs here, you can literally farm any of them, and each time you do a stage, you get 1.5 million Zenni from a platinum statue. I like to farm just the Broly one just because it's fairly easy, but I feel like at this point I should probably move on to something else, because at stage 400 it becomes a little slower, like with the other stages. Like, it might take me 2 turns to kill Broly in this one, instead of the other ones, like, you know, in Janemba, like, I'm at 166, but SS4 Gogeta still one-shots him, so, like, stuff like that. So, go farm as much Zenni as possible, because in the next thing that we're about to talk about here, when you farm up all your Zenni, you're going to be needing that for Awakenings, you're going to be needing that for EZAs. You need Zenni for a lot of things, I would say, in this game. And especially if you're a newer player, you definitely want to farm as much as you can get, because as a newer player, you have the entire game ahead of you, so you will need lots and lots. Like you can probably max cap your Zenni and you can still run out of Zenni. Like, not in this celebration per se, but like over time. But the reason why I would advise people to farm as much Zenny as possible is because now that they added this new update in the Baba shop, you can use Zenny to basically buy most things. Like right here, you can only buy, like, I think these you can buy unlimited of. The other ones you can buy only 100 and you can only buy 5 per day of the other ones, but these you can buy max. Like, you want to max out these training items? Like, I'm not gonna do like this obviously, but like, yeah, you can farm as much Zenny as possible and you can max these out. Like, these are some of the better training items. You can also buy a bunch of turtle shells if you need those. Like, again, if you're a newer player, like you see I have like 1,000 of each, so I don't technically need to buy these, but if you're a newer player and you need these as your training items, this is the best way to start. And then you can also get unlimited Z swords if you want as well. Like, literally just farm as much Zenny and just buy those. You can also buy awakening medals. So yeah, this is why I feel like Zenny is now like really important, because you can use it to pretty much farm most things, like awakening medals, training items, training locations. You can use it to buy like items. I think also, can you buy items with it? No, you can't buy items, but I can show you how you can buy items and other stuff also with Zenny technically. So as we can see here, let's see, which one do we have the lowest of? You want to buy one of these gold ones. So this one, we have 1,000 of them. So we're gonna go and buy a bunch of these. So we can buy, so it's a stack of 20. We'll buy like 250 per se. Do that. So we go ahead, go right here. You're gonna go to where the awakening medals are, like you exchange them for the Baba points. So we bought about like four grand or something of those. You can basically exchange these for Baba points. And like, as you can see right there, here, let's just put it back to 4K. That's pretty much how much we bought. So that didn't really cost that much. I think that was like 25 million Zenny. Like, yeah, it's a lot, but as long as you farm, I would say it's okay. As you can see, trading in this many of the golden ones gives you almost 200k Baba points. So this is basically another way that you can farm Baba points, is by having, like, technically it's these awakening medals, but at the same time you're using Zenny to buy these awakening medals. So this is like a way to farm Baba points with Zenny. So like with that, like, boom, I have over 1 million Baba points now. So I can go and buy all these. I can buy more awakening medals. You can buy the EZA for these guys. You can buy these. You can buy support items. Like, you can literally buy basically everything. And then you can also use this to buy film reels, when you're probably going to need these if you're gonna try to do some of the new difficult content, or if you're gonna try to do some of the red zone. The support memories are very useful. Yeah. But next thing I would probably recommend, I guess we'll just stick here, and then I'll go back to the other thing. Now, this is something that I would say is optional. You don't have to do this per se, but so Gamma 1 and 2 are on the banners, so we can tell from the images that were revealed. So what I would advise people to do, because just in the case that y'all pull Gamma 1 and 2, which I really feel like y'all should, or y'all need to, because they are absolutely busted, you can go farm these little teddy bear things, and you can buy these free-to-play Gamma 1 and 2 from here, and then you can use these guys to save up for SA. So like me, I don't have Gamma 2, and I am most likely going to pull him from these brand new anniversary banners. So guess what? I'm gonna buy 5, I think, with these, and then I think I can buy 4 with these, which is what I need. You'd have to buy 9 of each. So you can go ahead and do that, and then you go over to your box. Just go ahead and just list it real quick, and we'll just go ahead and list it by androids and superhero. So yeah, as we can see here, like, I already have Gamma 1, so that's why I'm not picking up Gamma 1, but now I have these 9 Gamma 2s, and we'll just go ahead and, like, basically train them up, and I'll just we'll Z-awaken them. So basically what we're doing is we're using the items and the awakening medals that we just technically got from the Zenni. We can use that to boom awaken him. So now this guy is a guaranteed super attack level up for my AGL Gamma 2 when I most likely pull him during the 8th anniversary banners. So if you don't have Gamma 1 and 2, I would highly advise you to do this. Now the only thing is the event that you go to farm these teddy bears from just went away yesterday. So you will have to use keys in order to farm this. It'll be this event up here, this Piccolo and Gohan event. I think it's, yeah, stage 6. You basically farm it with that, and then you can use a bonus team to increase your drop rates. I think this is a legendary existence, I think? Something along, or storied figures, I'm not sure. But I think it's legendary existence, I could be wrong. But yeah, you use that to farm up those teddy bears, and you can use those teddy bears to buy Gamma 1 and 2 and use those to SA level the absolutely busted TUR ones. Next thing I would recommend people do, now this one's kind of up in the air, I can't really give you exact predictions on this, but I would say try to farm Dokkan events that are related to GT and Buu Saga. So like GT Dokkan events, like here, if we scroll down, like you can maybe farm the Pan. I feel like the Pan one probably won't be related to the brand new LR. Like I don't think you'll need her medals, but you can maybe at least farm like 14 of hers. Like sometimes it requires 35, but since hers is kind of like an offbeat one, and I don't think it's gonna happen, then you can maybe just only do 14. But I would say I feel like it's almost guaranteed. I don't want to throw around those words too much, because I could definitely be wrong. I would say these two are likely to be related to the LR in terms of awakening, because that's Goku and Vegeta. So maybe farming a little bit medals from here. What else? I'm trying to find the SS4 Gogeta one, because I feel like that one is probably the one that is, I would say, almost guaranteed. So that one you will definitely want to pre-farm it if you want to be ready to awaken these guys as soon as possible. Full power Goku could also be a possibility, I'm not sure. Basically, I would say if you want to be almost 100% sure that like you have the medals that you need, because usually the Anniversary Dokkan Fest LRs, if we go look in the Awakening tab here, we can go look at SS4 Gogeta from this year. So you see they always awaken with 35 of their own medals. Like I think it's 35 here and then 35 here, yeah. So you'll need 70 of the brand new Dokkan event medals. Those, you know, you can't pre-farm because it's the brand new event. But if you can look here, when you awaken the LR, it usually requires 2 other like side ones per se. So I could definitely see this being like I don't know, like 21 of the, like I don't know, maybe the LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Dokkan event, and then 14 of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Dokkan event. Or maybe we'll have, you'll need 21 of these ones, like the ones that we have right now. Another example, I guess, we can pull up like AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Let's see. Yes. You know, obviously 35 in the new one, 35 in the new one, but you also need 35 of the old one. So I would say, like, I can't really exactly tell you which ones are going to be the extra ones that you'll need. But if you want to be 100% sure that you have it ready, probably farm, like this is going to sound like a lot, but farm like 35 of every GT medal, or at least 35 of the most recent GT Dokkan event medals. Like start from the most recent one and work your way backwards. I don't think they'll use like some of the older medals, but I could be wrong. If I had to guess, since the card doesn't seem to have any Gogeta in it, other than the brand new SS4 Gogeta medals, since those are technically like Goku and Vegeta medals, like the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta medals and the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta medals, I don't think you'll need those. I could be wrong though. So yeah, if you want to be 100% sure, farm those up. And then for the Buu Saga, oh, wrong button. For the Buu Saga one, if we go look at, let's go look at what Vegito needed. So, you know, 70 of the new ones, and look at this. They needed each medal from all the old, you know, Super Vegeta events. So since it's a Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, I would, if I had to guess, they will probably be needing medals from the Super Saiyan 2, that tech Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta one. They'll probably need medals from the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 3, this one. So they'll probably need these medals right here. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe the Kid Buu medals as well, because those technically have Goku like throwing the Spirit Bomb on him. So yeah, that's my next tip, is if you want to be ready, if you want to awaken these guys as soon as possible. I know I'm going to be trying to do this just so I can, if I pull the new characters, I can have a lot of the medals ready, so I just have to farm the new event, and I can get videos out as soon as possible on those guys. And the last thing I would recommend is by far, I would say, like the thing that most people would probably shy away from or like kind of get bored with, is link leveling per se. And the reason I say this is that way you can prepare your box and prepare your characters for the brand new difficult event, or if you need to strengthen up your teams to challenge any current red zones, you can. So I'm going to show y'all my go-to link level stage, at least on JP. I always do Area 30 Stage 4 right here, because this one has 3 stop fight signs, and then so it has four fights. You can completely auto it, you don't have to actually play through this, and it also drops incredible gems. So this is like, also, this is not only an auto link level stage, it's also an incredible gem stage. So that's why I mainly just use this one. There are probably better stages if you're gonna do manual, because if you're gonna use your boost, I would say I would probably recommend you to use manual, so that way you can probably get more fights out of your boost. But I just usually do auto on this the entire time, and it works great for me. You know, not only if it helps me farm incredible gems because they're very useful, and it also helps me link level. And the reason why I would also recommend you to farm incredible gems is because, again, with the shop being updated and all that, there's a bunch of stuff in here that is really useful. There's a bunch of Kais in here, which you will most likely need, because both the new LRs are a duo unit that is not farmable, so you will need 19 Kais for both. So you need to at least have 38 Kais ready, otherwise you're not going to be able to get them to SA20. You can also buy a bunch of keys with these. I would probably recommend trying to buy these and the Kais first, because when they at some point refresh the shop, they will probably refresh these. So if you don't buy these, you basically missed out on 100 of these, because it's not going to add like another 100 to this. It's basically just going to refresh the shop entirely. And then obviously there's other like characters in here. There's some training items, awakening medals, but I would recommend for all these items right here, just use the Zenni. Don't use incredible gems to buy these, because Zenni is far more, like, I would say, easily to farm, and you can get more out of it. Like, the only things I feel like you should spend your incredible gems on is these keys and these Elder Kais. And then obviously, like, if you don't have units like SCR Vegeta ready or stuff like that, you can get him and awaken him and easy A him. Like, he's not that great per se, but it's always nice to have something on hand. But yeah, that's all the things I can really think of to recommend if you want to prepare as best as possible for the 8th anniversary. I would probably definitely recommend people to try to farm these Gamma 1 and 2 the most, because again, they are on both banners. There's a good chance you might pull them, and if you do pull them, it is a really good thing. They are both very good, and being able to get them to SA10 now with these free-to-play characters makes them even better. So I would highly recommend people to do that. And then obviously just going at least and clearing all the stages and all the missions that you can, so you can get as many stones to prepare, because again, these banners are going to be probably the best banners ever. I might make a video trying to predict what units will be on the banners, but I promise you, by the end of the 8th anniversary, when we have all the EZAs and everything and all that, if you look back at the banners, you will probably, like, you can probably not say one character on there that is a waste, because the characters that you might think are a waste when the banners first drop those characters will most likely EZA later in the celebration, and then the banner is going to turn into like a straight flush of just like amazing units that destroy the brand new difficult events. So that is it. Happy farming. Try not to get a little bit overwhelmed. I know I feel like I dumped a lot of information, and a lot of the stuff I said today is not something that you can just farm in a few hours. This is definitely a lot of work. But I would say if you want to prepare the best, if you want to feel like you're on top of things, these are some of the things that you should consider doing. But other than that, let me know if you guys have any other suggestions or any other things that you guys are gonna be doing to prepare. I could definitely use some tips. I'm not a genius. I probably most likely missed some other important things. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.